The first thing we might do with this integral is see if a u substitution works. That's usually a good idea. Our u in this u substitution would be the denominator, and that would make our du 2x minus 2 dx. Now if this numerator was 2x minus 2 or 4x minus 4, or even 13x minus 13, we could complete this integral pretty quickly. However, because these two numbers don't match up the same way these two numbers match up, this u substitution is not going to get us very far, so we can send it to the corner so it can think about what it's done. Instead, what we have to do with this integral is first factor the denominator. Now that our denominator is factored, partial fraction says that we can split this denominator up into its factors. Because each of these factors is linear, each of our numerators can be constants. Now our goal is to solve for a and b. To do that, the first step is going to be to multiply by the original denominator. We're going to multiply every single term here by that denominator. Doing that is going to get rid of all of our denominators on both sides of the equation, leaving us with just a 13x minus 19 on the left, an a times x plus 1, and a b times x minus 3 on the right. Again, this is the type of problem where we can choose clever values for x to plug into this equation. First, I'll choose x equals 3, because that will zero out our b on the right-hand side, and we can pretty quickly solve for a and get a equals 5. The next clever choice for x would be x equals negative 1. Plugging x equals negative 1 into this equation is going to zero out our a term, and that'll quickly allow us to solve for b, which is 8. Now again, we did all of that work just so we could rewrite the initial integral into a form that we could integrate a little bit more easily. We're going to rewrite the original integrand as these two terms right here with a equals 5 and b equals 8. That gives us something that we can integrate pretty quickly. Pulling our constants out and doing really quick u substitutions gives us this answer right here, which I think is a pretty nice form for the answer. As always, I'm going to zoom out on that so you can see the whole thing at once. And as always, I hope that video helped you out, and I encourage you to check out the next one. I'll see you there.